YouTube, what's going on? I'm excited about this video. I hope you enjoy it. It's a little different. I've never done some of these techniques you're going to see in this video, and I want to share it with you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I want to share one little thing with you guys on IGTV. Your boy has a channel. I'm doing mostly vlogging stuff on there, so if you're interested in checking it out, go ahead, follow me on Instagram at Bossio Cuts. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stick around to the very end because we got a little bit of a different look I've never done before. So YouTube, what's going on? We got another video for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. Right off the bat, we're gonna start off sectioning the hair and the growth pattern that it wants to grow. So if it wants to lay up down to the sides, we're gonna allow it to do that, and then we're gonna clip it, the top hair. We're gonna clip that out of the way, and we're gonna begin cutting. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the perimeter. Go ahead and create that silhouette. Go ahead and square that off. We're using box graduation. You don't have to use box graduation. This gives kind of more of that UK kind of a more ridgish look, which I think is dope, which I think looks very masculine, and it suits the urban barbering community. Like, it suits it well. Like, the fusion together, I feel like it works great. So once we've cut the sides, we've done that on both sides, we're gonna go ahead and cut the top. And what I did was I created a profile parting right through the middle of the top of the head. We're gonna cut it to the desired length. We're gonna grab a section from that guideline, right, just a bit of it, and take a new section, and that'll be our guideline. And you can see when I showed you guys, I moved it over, I showed you guys that you can see right through the hair, and you can see the previous hairs that we cut. That's our guideline, and you'll do that over and over and over again, vertical partings on both sides of the head until you're done. And that's the top. You're done with the top. If you want to customize it after we blow dry it, we can add texture to it. Before the blow dry, while it's wet, you can cut it you can do some razor cutting, give it a little bit more texture, maybe thin the hair out. It's up to you what you want to do and what you feel suits your client. Alright, so what I'm going to use here is some Victory fiber. We're just going to put a little bit, right? Probably like a dime size. Put it into your palms. Pat it on top of the hair because this is very fibrous, and we don't want to just put it all in one section. We're going to pat it on top of the hair, and then we're going to work it through from the roots up to the ends. We can begin to blow dry it, right? And what I'm looking for here is I'm just blow drying it in the direction the hair wants to lay. At the end of the haircut, that's when we can go ahead and really style it. But I just want to give it some shape, and I want to be able to, I mean, you'll see when I'm done blow drying, it's got some shape to it. Now, this isn't the finished look. I'll show you guys at the end the finished look, but this isn't the finished look, but it's enough to give us an idea of what we're cutting into, what we're creating as we cut. So we'll go ahead and grab our number 4, start to lower the sides, and the number 4 is blending right into the scissor work we already did, right? So once we've done our number 4, we know we're fading into a 4, okay? And I'm using my Babyliss Gold FX clippers. Right here I'm kind of doing like cutting with the grain. It gives like the effect of like cutting with the razor, right, with the grain on the ridges. Just soften it up a bit, not necessarily take a bunch of bulk out, okay? So once we've done this all the way through, we'll go ahead and begin the fade process. Now in this fade, I decided to fade down, not fade up, okay? So it might confuse some of you guys, and sometimes I get these random comments is like, Chris, why did you stop? Why did you change the way you fade? Guys, I've been doing this YouTube thing for almost 3.5 years. I've always shown you guys different ways of fading. There's so many different ways to create your art, and the point of my channel isn't to give you one step-by-step system, because everybody cuts hair differently and everybody's comfortable cutting different styles. I want to challenge you to try different techniques, to try different things, and come up with your own system, okay? So we went with the number 4, we skipped the number 3, went into the number 2 just in case we could skip it. I might go back and use the 3, but from there it's the 2, the 1.5 guard, the 1 open, the 1 closed, the half guard, the blade open, then bald, and you're done. Some of you guys are super advanced and you want to skip some guards and stuff, and go for it. Like I said, I'm just showing you guys simple ways, simple techniques to create a nice quality haircut. course, guys, I'm just letting you follow along with the color guard system. But when you're fading, it's important to really like, you gotta stack it, because you only have so much space in between where the bald part is and where you're blending into the top. So you really have to compact everything. Like, you can't just do the 2 guard, go down an inch, do the 1.5 guard, go down an inch, do the 1, like, you'll run out of space. You gotta stack it, like really stack it all together. So like the 2, then the 1.5 right underneath that, then the 1 open right underneath that. And that's, you know, all these steps, it seems like a lot of steps, it seems like it's going to take a lot of time, but once you understand it and it becomes second nature, it really takes no time at all. Alright, so at this point we can go ahead and start balding him out using my T outliner trimmers, the cordless joints. They're different. These are rotary motors. They're not like the corded ones. They have more power because it's rotary. Magnetic just doesn't have the torque that a rotary motor does. And at this point, I'm just kind of, again, I'm just detailing the cut. Okay, we can begin the next side, which is the left side, and I'm gonna start off with my initial guideline, and then we'll blend down to an initial guideline. Where if you notice on the other side, I never made that initial guideline. I just blended down. Here, we're gonna go ahead and make the initial guideline. We're gonna go ahead and make our other guidelines, and then we'll blend down once all the guidelines are created. This is another way that you can fade down. And this is a way that you can stay organized as you fade down, because now you have guidelines. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually the smarter way to do it, I feel like. But if you feel like you're experienced, you don't need the guidelines sometimes. So ultimately, it's up to you. I would not recommend doing this, doing it with no guidelines, if it's the first time you cut somebody's hair. And stay tuned, guys. I cannot wait to show you guys the finished look. So we've gone through all the steps necessary, all the way around, and I'm just kind of going above and beyond and just making sure, within the time allotted, I'm giving the best possible result that I can give this time around. Like, and you know how it is. Sometimes you have a bad day, sometimes you have a great day, and when I have those bad days, I try not to sacrifice quality and just take more time on it, but maybe step away a couple times and get, like, for me it's important so much to be consistent. Like, it's almost like a basketball game, right? Like, a team any given night can beat one of the best teams out there, right? But that's almost pointless if you can't do it consistently. So, like, if you want to build a clientele, you want to make this a career, like, you got to be able to give a consistent quality haircut. Alright, so I'm using my Babyliss shaver to get nice and tight on the sides, give the fade some more pop, And the review for these are coming soon. I'll probably drop the review on Thursday. Again, remember guys, every Monday and Thursday we're dropping videos. So here we're gonna go ahead and start the lineup. We'll start at the peak. We'll start to sketch, like I sketch pretty much. I have my index finger on his face for stability, and I'm using the corners to kind of sketch in that shape. And all I'm caring about is the shape. I don't care about how sharp it is, how close it is, because I'm gonna follow this up with the razor anyways, okay? But I feel like with that line, it's just bringing the cut to another level, man. Alright, so we used the Victory Fiber in the beginning for the blow dry. Now we're gonna give it the clay to give some texture, some allow the hair to have some. Look how it separates almost. Look at that texture just from adding the clay on top. Right, so I feel like the cocktailing the two products, it'll give it more hold, more longevity. They both serve their own different purposes. Like fiber makes the hair look fuller, look thicker, but it's also fibrous, which is really cool because again, those fibrous pieces, they kind of latch onto the hair and make the hair strands look thicker too. And clay kind of does the same, something similar. It's just more of a matte finish. Right there was a little bit of bulk, so I'm going to do some scissor over comb to refine things. When I cut hair, guys, clip over comb and scissor over comb isn't to fade for me. For me, it's just to refine the haircut. Look how nice that's coming out. Boy, I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. Investing in yourself is everything, man. Like, I don't want to be, you know, taken as being cocky. I'm just kind of proud of myself because this was a haircut that I struggled with. This is a haircut that if somebody came in and showed me a picture of, I would be intimidated by it. And investing in my craft, education, putting in practice on mannequins, and really taking on that challenge to get out of my comfort zone and want to become better. Like, I'm proud of myself, and I'm sorry, guys. But you know, look at the finished result, man. Look at the finished result. So here we're gonna go ahead and start to create some pieces where you can use hairspray, and all we're doing is we're spraying it at the roots and we're distributing it up and trying to piece the front together. And guys, this isn't something I would do on any of my clients. This is strictly for video and haircut purposes, because my clients aren't going to be able to duplicate this. But guys, if you like the haircut, if you learned something today, look at that accent piece right there on the right side. Boy, that accent piece is clean. All right, but if you learned something, smash the like button, hit subscribe. We got more heat coming. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Y'all take care.